I want the truth and nothing but the truth.
What's up, everyone? It's your lawyer, JobberGodot, and today I'm bringing you a revisitation of Jotaro vs. Kenshiro from Death Battle. Now, this has been a long time coming. I've gotten pretty far with the JoJo scaling, and I just want to see at least the corrections I can make to this Death Battle. I haven't seen it in quite a bit and stuff like that. So hopefully I'm going to enjoy this and make sure to, of course, this is going to be a very peaceful debunk. And make sure to give what I like, what I don't like, what they can improve on, that kind of stuff, and all that. And before I get into this whole, revisitation / debunk, I like to say for my previous video, because it's pretty much a follow-up to that, is for like that Jotaro video. I remember I put in the comment section that small building level Sunfy calc. I showed the wrong one on the screen. It's still in the description, of course, but here's the picture on screen. Also didn't show the freezing calc for the C thing, so here's that on screen because that's also in the description. And here's also, I think, the Jolene statement right there. And finally, make sure to check out the Dio vs. Alucard Death Battle prediction that I collabed on, which was uploaded by Captain Force and Chrono Kiko. Check out their channels because I'm on them. I collabed with them on the little prediction for Dio vs. Alucard. Can't wait for that. Lots of good things in the future. Anyways, let's continue this video.
We've covered a lot of macho heroes here on Death Battle, but these two are as manly and stoic as they come.
It's all in those sweet-ass jackets. I mean, I guess they're pretty badass too.
Jotaro Kujo, the delinquent turned hero from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
And Kenshiro, the wandering fist of the North Star. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Okay, so nothing's wrong here. I'm just keep pausing, give my input. Yes, that's the reason why usually they're matched up against each other, Jotaro versus Kenshiro. They're both very manly and they do their manly things and stuff, very stoic, all that kind of stuff. And ironically, for their comparisons, literally Jotaro is inspired off of Kenshiro in Fist of the North Star verse. He's also inspired off of Clint Eastwood. That's the things he's also inspired off of. And also, fun fact, in the JoJo Valor guidebook, the art style, or at least some of it for JoJo, is inspired off of Star Trek, which actually caught me off guard. Alright, let's continue.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. As a teenager, Jotaro Kujo was a fairly infamous troublemaker.
But you can just call him JoJo like his friends do. Get it? Jotaro Kujo.
How bizarre.
Okay.
Well, being a high school hoodlum isn't usually a good idea. It worked out great for him, because he toughed up a lot.
At the age of 17.
There we go. So they showed a thing at the top. Let's see here. What was that? There it is right here. So his bad attitude is often attributed to the absence of his father, who was touring as a jazz musician throughout Jotaro's childhood. Okay.
Good idea. It worked out great for him, because he toughed up a lot.
At the age of 17, Jotaro was arrested for brutally...
Okay, so full name, Jotaro Kujo. Yeah, they got all the basic stuff down. Third JoJo, father of Jolene Kujo. Okay, so it shows that they have at least read that far in part, part 6 or whatever in JoJo. Fan of Columbo. I like that little detail. Okay, I like that little detail. He is a fan of Columbo. Likes his detective shit.
Pummeling 4 known gang members, who were armed with knives and nunchucks of all things, with apparently his bare fists. But Jotaro had a bigger problem. He didn't know how he did it.
He knew he was tough, but not that tough, so he came to the only conclusion that makes sense. He was possessed by an evil spirit!
Whoa. Just like my pet rat.
Yeah, wait, is that why he's been scratching pentagrams all over his cage?
You'll find out. But then Jotaro did something absolutely crazy. To prove his theory, he swiped a police officer's gun, pointed it straight at his head, and fired.
Oh shit! And there's an ad. Oh my god.
Whatever we do it together.
When you shop at small businesses,
Extra spicy.
you support your local communities.
The lighter one.
And we all...
And that's how he died. Just kidding! A third arm popped out of his body to stop the bullet, of course!
This strange being attached to Jotaro was...
You know, I'm surprised that, I mean, Death Battle loves doing their calculations. Usually it's for like weird areas of like scaling for a certain character that no one's done a calculation for, but I'm surprised they didn't do a calculation for that, bullet feat where Jotaro shot himself in the head. I think that's something Death Battle would do, but I'm surprised they didn't do it here.
Wasn't an evil spirit at all. It's an entity physically generated by Jotaro himself and inherited through his bloodline.
Yeah,
True,
lots of the
true.
JoJo family has them, including his granddad, Joseph.
These beings are called stands, literally because they stand by you.
I mean, I guess it's not wrong.
It's so lame.
Stands are powered by their user's life force, and turns out Jotaro's
Wait,
life
life
force is
force?
supercharged because he...
Life Force? Well, I mean, I guess I'm being semantical. I mean, Life Force, Life Energy, Tomato, Tomato. I don't know why they said Life Force.
He's got one of the strongest stands of all, Star Platinum.
Yep.
Star Platinum has superhuman strength, speed, precision, and
Okay.
vision. He can
Yep, super strength, super speed. Oh my god, it's like they're fucking describing like Superman. Super strength, super speed, super precision. Anyways, enhanced vision. Yep. Star fingers, time stop, phasing. Okay, the basic amount of abilities he has. Wait, talented photorealist artist. Wait, what? Wait, where's that come? Oh, I think they're referring to when he like drew the fly or something. That's a weird way of putting it. Talented photorealist artist. Damn, that sounds intimidating. I mean, I guess they're not wrong. I thought enhanced vision like related to just also the drawing too, but talented photorealist artist. I'm gonna steal that by skill. When he drew that fly, he's just talented photorealist artist.
even phase through bodies and affect a person's inner organs.
Yep, he
Plus,
can.
while Star Platinum can take a solid hit, most stands can only be damaged by other stands or stand users.
It's
So he's basically invincible unless he's fighting another stand?
true. Nope.
Exactly. In fact, unless you have a stand of your own, you wouldn't even be able to.
Nah, he's not invincible. Let's say if he fights, I don't know, Superman or something, and Superman can't, let's say it's theoretically, right, Superman can't see, Star Platinum at all. It doesn't make Jotaro invincible just because Superman can't see and, or also can't, like, hurt Star Platinum. Like, if Superman, let's say, punched Jotaro, Star Platinum blocked the hit, Jotaro fly back and just fucking die. He's not invincible. It's kind of a no limits right there.
See Star Platinum.
Oh great, so he's invincible and invisible.
And when you combine all that with
What?
Jotaro's
This is-
fighting skills and exceptional cleverness, they make
Sorry,
a
it's
ma-
lagging on my end. Alright, so it says that some stands, such as strength, the cargo ship, are visible to ordinary people. However, these circumstances are dependent on the stand and not the viewer's abilities. I guess I don't know how to feel about that. I guess it is what it is.
magnificent team.
That's good, because Jotaro soon found out his family's old vampire nemesis was out to get him.
What's this card say? Okay. Dio had possessed the body of Jotaro's great-great-grandfather, Jonathan, or rather, his severed head had taken over Jonathan's body. It was really weird. It's like he's describing the story, man, but oh my goodness. It's not that it's bad or anything. They're introducing the JoJo verses. I think this is the first time JoJo appeared on their channel, so they're trying to explain some of the story stuff. But man. Alright.
With Star Platinum at his side, Jotaro didn't just stand up to Dio, he copied Dio's greatest ability, the time stop.
Wait,
With
what?
this new power, Star Platinum can free...
Wait, we're already... What about his strength, his like speed, what about these like certain feats? We're already at time stop? Oh, this does not look good for my boy. How they gonna do this to him? I don't know. I feel like that's a bad sign when it comes to death battle. When your character's up against another character death battle, yet they only talk about your character's hacks before they even go into like speed or like strength. They only talked about time stop first. It's crazy. He has way more crazy stuff. Man, with the speed, strength. Oh man, I feel like I just have a bad feeling. It doesn't look good.
He's time everywhere for 5 seconds. He can do it multiple times, though it does need a sort of recharge.
Alright, so originally time stop only lasts around 2 seconds, but this is increased over time. This is false. Very, very false. No, originally time stop was 5 seconds, then it went to like 1 second, like in part 4 to 2 seconds, and then like in part 6 it went just back up to 5. after Jotaro came back from the Poochie's thing. But what were they gonna say about his time stop, like limits?
Everywhere for 5 seconds. He can do it multiple times, though it does need a sort of recharge between uses.
Yeah, they're right.
Kind of like an ability cooldown in a video game, or me in the bedroom.
He can't like spam the ability like
still,
Dio.
he can friggin' stop time.
Skips time.
In Jotaro's case, he may be human, but he's strong enough to smash through stone and leap several stories. On the other hand,
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to rewind that part, but we'll look at the card up top. It says, in Eyes of Heaven, Star Platinum learned reality overwrite. However, this and other events / characters from Eyes of Heaven are contradictory to the primary source and thus omitted. Oh yeah, I forgot. Death Battle does do that where they do like composite characters or selective composite. Like they'll just choose which composite they want to use. It's kind of weird. Of course, Eyes of Heaven isn't canon, because if it was canon to this fight, I don't think, yeah, Kenshiro would literally get destroyed, like mollywopped. Alright, so let's see here. Alright.
strong enough to smash through stone and leap several stories.
So he's strong enough to smash through stone and leap through several stories. Wait, is that just by himself? Is that what they're saying?
In Jotaro's case, he may be human, but he's strong enough to smash through stone and leap several stories.
Okay, so the first one, that's just from the OVA. I mean, sure, they're using, I guess they're right, but if we were gonna refer to like the manga or something, or like canon or whatever, then I guess technically not true. The best feat that gave Jotaro for wall level scaling is, well, he just kicked the guy into a garage and literally just destroyed the garage with just a simple kick. It was pretty casual for Jotaro to do that too. But for jumping up, that is not Jotaro himself. I mean, the man can jump good, but he needs Star Platinum to do that for him. Alright.
On the other hand, Star Platinum is said to be faster than light.
There we go. Thank God. Faster than light. Let's see where this goes.
Sure. Technically he can, because he can stop time or whatever.
Headcanon and just appeal to reality. Really, there were. Okay, he moves faster than light. Therefore he can stop time. I don't know where they get this. This literally is implied in the series at all. Maybe like, I think actually it's implied like once, right? Of course it's wrong. It's an outlier, right? Is in the one time in the JoJo Valor, like I think it implies that he can move so fast, he can stop time or something. But the rest of the series, including the canon, just disagrees with that. That just time stop is just mainly an ability and stuff. And it's weird. It's kind of funny actually and weird that I'm arguing against this, because if I were to accept this logic, then that would make Jotaro have inaccessible speed. Because think about it, him and Star Platinum move so fast that they stop time. That is literally inaccessible speed. Anyways, continuing.
But he can't really move that fast normally, right?
Well, maybe. Star Platinum has matched his speed with another stand called Silver Chariot. Silver Chariot previously defeated a different stand called Hanged Man.
Long story short, Hangman moves between reflections at light speed, and Silver Chariot caught him in mid-movement.
Granted, Silver Chariot had to use an elaborate plan to force Hangman into moving in a predictable direction. If Silver Chariot was truly faster than light, he wouldn't have needed to resort to such a plan. But the fact he caught Hanged Man at all is proof enough that he's at least close to light speed.
So that
Wait, that doesn't make any sense at all. I feel I've already went over this many times, of course. Hey, okay, so Hangman's moving at the speed of light. Polnareff himself is able to literally track where Hangman's going as he's moving from surface to surface. The reason why they needed to get like Hangman to move from like reflective surface to surface and like where they can see it from is because they wanted to get him in mid-movement. Because in the reflections, well, you can't hurt him, but when he's moving from reflection, you can actually hurt him. And he's moving at the speed of light at those speeds. And even then when they kicked, what was it, for example, the coin thing, right, where Polnareff, he kicked dust or dirt into people's eyes, right, and Hangman flew straight up to the coin. From Silver Chariot and like Polnareff's perspective, right, Hangman was frozen. Literally, Polnareff said, now, and summoned Silver Chariot before Hangman could reach like the coin. Keep in mind, Hangman's moving at the speed of light. And Silver Chariot went up, Hangman's in slow motion, and he could react and cut the coin. He had the combat speed to also cut the coin in mid-travel too, before he could even like reach into the coin. So yeah, he just cut Hangman before he reached the coin. Basic speed of light feat. I don't know how people get twisted.
That means Star Platinum is close to light speed too.
What? That does not make sense. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot. Wait a minute. No. Are they... Wait, oh yeah, they're referring to that fight. Okay, well this is out of context. Completely out of context. because they're basically saying that, well, since they're basically saying that Star Platinum should scale to this, but he doesn't scale above it, is what I'm getting from it. Well, because Star Platinum fought like Silver Chariot or whatever. Now, the context of this, why Star Platinum scales massively above this, is that he's fighting an amped like Silver Chariot. Now, of course, they're showing the anime where he gets his arm taken off. That doesn't happen in the manga, but when I'm talking about amped, I'm talking about the Anubis fight, where Anubis loses against Silver Chariot. Well, keep in mind, just being fair here, with his armor on, right? Silver Chariot's armor on in the first fight. Then the second fight, he's exponentially faster and stronger than that Silver Chariot. And Star Platinum, in the first 2 rounds, that was amped, like, against an amped Anubis, he kept amping himself every time he lost, right, a round. He was holding back. And then the final round, Jotaro finally wasn't holding back against, a Silver Chariot. No, Anubis that was possessing a Silver Chariot, too. So it was exponentially faster than that Silver Chariot with armor or armor off. Like, armor on or armor off, basically.
And he's got the super strength to back up his super speed. He can lift a steamroller.
So Star Platinum is strongest within about 10 feet of Jotaro's vicinity. Any further exponentially lowers his power. Now, they're not wrong here, but this is a bit like inconsistent in JoJo when it comes to like the range of like stance. I'm not talking about like how I'm talking about how stands would get weaker the longer the farther they just go away from their user. It is a bit inconsistent, at least in my opinion, because I haven't seen any consistency with this sort of like logic applying to certain characters, like, oh, my stance is far away, that's why I can't do this much damage, or whatever's the case. But yeah, they kind of just pick and choose when to apply that in JoJo, so it's kind of like
That's around.
Wait, above 10 feet of Jotaro's vicinity. I'm not sure. Nah, I'm not gonna pick at the range. I don't remember the range of Star Platinum from like heart though.
60 tons. He broke the top of this building off and threw it like a javelin. And then there's the time that he broke
like AP and strength.
60 tons. He broke the top of the light speed too. And he's got the super strength to back up his super speed.
Okay.
He can lift a steamroller. That's around 60 tons.
I don't know why that feat is really on here at all. That's pretty lame feat. I mean, it's not really Jotaro up against a steamroller, it's just Jotaro up against Dio. They need to scale Dio for this whole thing to be like make some sort of sense. But okay, weird steamroller feat.
He broke
I like the
top
memes
of
though. I like the memes.
This building off and threw it like a javelin.
Okay, that's an OVA feat. I'm a stickler for the canon, but this is clearly a small building level feat. Nothing too crazy.
And then there's the time that he broke a giant monster lady's
Another small building level feat right here. This one's actually in the canon.
teeth that were harder than diamonds.
The definition
Oh,
of
they're actually. I
hardness
forgot they
refers
actually
to
get
an
down
object
deep into
protect.
this. They're not actually as hard as diamonds. It's just an exaggeration. They're just seabed tooth. That's all it is.
From scratches. But we could also compare this to pressure resistance, or the possibility of fracture through a diamond's cleavage. Not that kind of cleavage. The toughest diamonds break around 600 gigapascals. This means Star Platinum can clearly strike with a force equivalent to 3 million tons.
Turns out diamonds aren't forever when
what does
Star
that
Platinum's
mean?
around.
What does that mean,
can't
though? I don't get it. Okay, I think one thing don't like and I wish they would improve on when it comes to certain scaling is, for example, the 3 million tons or something. I wish they would just give me a quantification, like where's that scale, like building level or whatever. I don't know that like stuff from heart at all. It kind of, I guess it's eye candy for the viewer.
3 million tons.
Turns out.
Okay, so for feats, caught bullets in midair. It's cool. Alright, so shattered a stone ceiling. This is really vague. I don't know. I think the only thing I can remember that they're referring to is the beginning of the story where... Yeah, this is actually a downplay thing right here. I think I know what they're talking about. They're talking about when Jotaro fought like a Hierophant Green for the first time, and he destroyed part of a school, but they showed the final, like I think before they showed the school like being shattered, right? They showed a final panel, of Star Platinum punching Hierophant Green through a stone ceiling, which it did do, but it also did shatter part of the school building. It's a small building level feat. It's not this is a weird description. They should add in more context to this right here. But matched Silver Chariot's speed. No, Silver Chariot's relativistic speeds. I've already talked about how he's not relativistic earlier. Also, they still need to add more context of just not only it was Anubis. Anubis was amping Silver Chariot. He was already way above him too. So that's another thing. So crushed diamond strength rocks. So I've already talked about that. Punched a great white shark out of the water. Yeah, I like that feat. It's pretty chatty. Now, removed a parasitic brain implant better than a surgeon. Yeah, that's true. Defeated Silver Chariot. Okay. I think it's another problem here. I think they need to do better is I wish they would add more context. So it should have said defeated like Anubis. Yeah, Anubis amped with Silver Chariot, basically. No, a Silver Chariot amped with Anubis or whatever. Possessed, whatever. Just add Anubis in that picture. Now, Killer Queen. Yeah, defeat Killer Queen. Dio in the world. Yep. I'm surprised they didn't bring up all the statements by like people. Yeah, but basically by people in the verse, stand cards, and by Rocky himself that Star Platinum like physically scales above. Yeah, physically in terms of strength and speed scales above every stand in the series in the alphabetical tiering system like of JoJo. So that's one thing.
Diamonds aren't forever when Star Platinum.
And keep in mind, I'm referring to literally alphabetical, not like, well, let's say, for example, Made in Heaven where he has infinite speed stat. No, I'm just talking about like, E to A.
Around. What can't this guy do? Sounds like nobody could beat him.
Maybe not, but unlike stands, Jotaro isn't invincible or invisible. And whenever Jotaro is hurt, Star Platinum feels the same pain. In fact, when a stand user dies, so does their stand, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so for dire situations, Jotaro has mastered the family's long successful secret technique, running away. Okay, that's true. And also what they stress
Sure,
about
but with a
stands
guy
too.
like Star Platinum having his back, I don't think Jotaro has a whole lot to worry about. These two are one kick-ass duo. And stylish.
Your receipt. You can keep the freaking change.
Wait, that's all? Wait a minute. Wait, how long was that? Wait, how long was Jotaro's section? That was like really short. I'm surprised they didn't have more like scaling. Wait a minute. What? Okay, I am very surprised. So, yeah, they did not make his section long at all, really. Yeah, because that looks really rough for my boy Jotaro. So when it comes to AP scaling, it looks like they have a lot of like small building level stuff, which I guess is understandable, I guess given the time. But even then, there's some town level. There's a lot of town level feats you can definitely take at from like JoJo. For example, for part 3, right? You have the Justice Stand, the Fog. That's a town level feat, for example, that they could use. The stand was literally like the entire town, scared the entire like the sky, controlled like a few thousand people. It's ridiculous. And what else? They could have calced the sun for sure, because there's definitely sun calcs floating out there. What else? I'm trying to figure out what else they could have done. They also brought up a lot of things from like part 5, I think. No, part 6 with the stats. They could have shown, weather report's feat in terms of the hurricane, how it was like large town, and you also factor in that he was literally controlling the weather in the entire city to find a stand user. So that's like at least a small city level feat. So they could have did that. But keep in mind, I'm pretty sure that, they only referred to like the Star Platinum in terms of like strength and speed, but they didn't refer to him being above it, which they should have, because it's literally everywhere in the series where Star Platinum's above every like stand, like strength and speed wise, right? So, yeah, okay. Just some things they could have used. What else? I think I'm forgetting one thing. Oh yeah, also part 5 with Gacho, he literally could freeze a sea, which was calculated at small city level, so that's another thing. But yeah, that's really about it. Well, actually, no, they didn't really get too deep in this, but of course, Jotaro has fate manipulation, that thing too. Lots of things they didn't really bring up. So now we're going to be going over Kenshiro, and I would like to say before I get into it, give me a sec here. Okay, so I would like to say before I get into this is, so for Kenshiro, all I know, right, from Phoenix, like, I'm going to thank these two people, Phoenix, Wright, and Twellis, for giving this information about Kenshiro, is that, so, from what I know, he is multi-continental, and generally it's accepted that he's faster than light, but if you want to get into the higher metas, he can be, like, massively faster than light plus. Now, how high that is in numbers terms is just 19 like billion times faster than light, right? Because there's like calcs out there for that. Same with the multi-continental stuff. It's really that simple, and I don't think Jotaro is gonna win this battle. I don't think he ever has a chance of winning this battle at all. It's pretty much a stomp. There's not much Jotaro can really do. The only way I could see him winning is if Jotaro's gonna be fated to win the battle, which with his fate manipulation. And keep in mind also know that Kenshiro also has like fate manipulation too. But like I don't know, I think they wish upon stars or something. Stole from Phoenix, like they wish upon stars. And the only thing I can really say is that like Jotaro's fate manipulation skill is higher because well his is on like a universal, the high universal force that is on his side. So that's another thing. But anyways, yeah, I don't have much to comment on for the Kenshiro side. They're just gonna talk about his stuff that I don't know about. But y'all, if y'all want to see me like cover the Fist of North Star verse in the future, make sure to comment down below because I kind of really want to too. Because I don't really see many people repping that on like YouTube at all or talking about it. So I'll probably do that in the future. And heck, I may even just remake this battle entirely. But so far, since I don't have that much knowledge on Fist of North Star in general, this is the best I can do as of right now. Alright, let's skip to the battle. Okay. Alright, like the animation. Oh, I actually paused it. Alright, the animation's looking pretty crisp. I really like how Jotaro and the look actually. Okay. Alright. So this is tying into both verses. I like how the bizarre symbols and stuff like that. I just really like how the sprite details are on like just Joseph in general. Just it looks amazing, honestly. A little blue, like light blue baby color in his eyes. Oh man, this is really good. Look at that stuff. That's awesome. Really nice stuff. And I like the setting too. It's in Egypt. Makes sense. Stars Crusaders. And then, of course, Kenshiro, the apocalypse guy, rolling up in a doom buggy and stuff like that. Kind of makes sense. Actually, kind of, it's like Mad Max vibes or something. So it really does make sense. Okay, I like that little sprite animation with Joseph running away. Damn! Mushroom. Okay, pyramid. What? Okay, so that's very out of character for Jotaro to do that in the fight. He usually only uses, time stop very sparingly. He only uses it like when the situation just calls for it pretty much, or when he needs to end a fight like immediately. If like the fight gets to just that level, he doesn't really like use time stop like that in a fight. All right, next. Or actually usually use time stop to usually save himself too. That's another thing. Kenshiro getting overpowered? No way. No way. That thing's out of character too. Jotaro will only use that like once again when situation calls for, or he's just immobile. That's usually typically when he uses Starfin. Yo, that's fire. That is a fire like shot right there. I like that. Well, Star Platinum can't be hurt by Kenshiro's attacks because Kenshiro's not a stand user and stuff. He's just literally walking through it. No, Star Platinum's not walking through. He's just floating through it, and Jotaro's walking right behind him. His hand in his pockets. Motherfucker's chilling. He's chilling. Okay, I like that. They're playing Jotaro's theme. Oh shit. Okay. Whoa, Star Platinum's range is not that far. What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on. Okay. So Jotaro's theme, that is really nice. I like how I think another thing I'm gonna bring up too is that I like how when they make these just battle themes or whatever, battle music for these characters that they put in death battles, right? They try to mix both verses, just musics together. And this is a prime example. I don't know much about the Fifth North Star verse. So I don't know what music I guess came from there that's on here. But for JoJo's or Jotaro himself, obviously I hear his theme. It's his most iconic theme, right? And that is just honestly really hype. I like how they integrated that. I'm surprised they really did that. But yeah, that was really awesome. I think this is probably I don't know when this was uploaded, but I'm guessing it was at the time where I think part 4 was out or something, and maybe part 3 just ended and there's still the Jotaro hype, But Star Platinum bodying all the Kenshiros. Now, look at the distance between Jotaro and Star Platinum. Star Platinum cannot go out that far at all. What was it? If you look at the picture, right, or the video, or it's paused. Okay, so you got Jotaro right there. You got Kenshiro right there next to him, running towards Star Platinum, right? Now that's pretty much how the distance would be with Jotaro and Star Platinum, pretty much. And all the Kenshiros coming at him, it'd just be Star Platinum. It's like how the Justice fight went, where Star Platinum was just next to Jotaro punching all of the dead bodies, except instead it would just be Kenshiro's, pretty much. But continue. So he touched him, it seems, and that's how they're gonna end this fight, pretty much. He's doing the shit.
Oh my god!
Now this is a time stop that makes sense. Yeah, this is a time stop that makes sense. Alright, now this is very out of character. I already know what they're going to do. They're going to have Star Platinum phase through Kenshiro's heart or something. Phase into Kenshiro's heart and crush it or something. It's very out of character for Jotaro to do that. He only used that against himself and only for to revive Joseph. Even against the person he's trying to kill, Dio, he never even tried such a tactic. Now, what I would definitely see, I guess in character Bloodlust or whatever, for Jotaro is for him just to try to punch a hole through Kenshiro's heart during stop time, kind of like how he did with Dio and stuff like that. That is definitely in character thing. Anyways, continuing.
Tokyo tometa.
Alright, this through.
お前はもう死んでいる。
So this ended with Kenshiro getting the drop on Jotaro in a sense of basically, I guess Kenshiro figured out time stop, which is whatever, right? I guess he can. And Kenshiro, I guess, used one of his blasts to disguise his travel behind Jotaro, because he used all the after images as a distraction to lure Jotaro in time stop to kill one of his after images instead of the real him. Now, I don't think this plan would work at all, right? It would either end in Jotaro attacking the real Kenshiro, which is just going to him and his energy blast stuff probably was in midair, and just attacking him, or just end in I guess a time moment where Jotaro realizes that that's not the real one, and he would try to I guess look for the real one, maybe they throw a knife at him or something, I don't know, but yeah, Jotaro is way too perceptive to be fooled by such a trick. It's very evident in JoJo, especially if you look at the Pucci fight, because there's a lot of things going on. Had to happen.
Shut it a bit!
KO!
Whoa, wait,
Okay,
what?
I like that little detail right there. The little yada does a... What was it? It was, yeah, the little thing in the sky where Kenshiro's walking away on his manly shit, but Jotaro's, dead and he's in the sky or whatever, he's yada. I like that. I feel like there's a bigger nod to, Jotaro. I feel like they have more respect for the JoJo character in this fight. I've never seen them do that type of animation with any other character they killed off. This is the first time. It's they actually like JoJo, but I think another thing I would like to add, which is just really good in general, but maybe make it golden too, so it could be the spirits in JoJo when they flap in heaven or whatever. But
Whoa, wait, what just happened?
Well, all Kenshiro needed to do to win was just get one hit in. But this matchup was far closer than that makes it seem.
Of course it was. Kenshiro spent the whole time fighting Star Platinum, who he couldn't even see. Lucky for him, once he figured that out, his ability to sense other...
Okay, so Kenshiro has seen and fought opponents who can only detect by sensing their fighting spirit. Stands are officially described as physical manifestations of fighting spirit. Okay. I mean, but they're more than that, but it's my Jotaro video.
Fighting auras helped him keep track of SP, but no matter what he did, Kenshiro isn't a stand.
Also, I mean, generally, the consensus of this fight boils down to, well, Star Platinum's weaker, way weaker. Can't hurt Kenshiro, even with time stop. But Kenshiro's not really going to be able to touch Star Platinum. Well, not in the sense of just spirit stuff, but just in terms of speed. Because usually it's like the main thing for Kenshiro is that he's just faster and light, at least in his verse or whatever. Or if you want to scale him to above Star Platinum, you can use the Massive Fast and Light Calc or whatever if you want to take some things literal. I don't know much about the verse, so I'm not going to like comment on like I know everything. But that's just usually the consensus of this fight is that Kenshiro's like stronger, way stronger and durable. Star Platinum can hurt him, but Star Platinum is just faster and just can weave out everything Kenshiro can do until just Jotaro gets tired and Kenshiro just puts more of his hacks into play.
User, so he couldn't actually hurt Star Platinum.
Then again, Star Platinum's own strength wasn't quite enough to hurt Kenshiro much either.
Okay, so Star Platinum's distance limitations meant chasing Kenshiro down wasn't a viable option, giving Kenshiro plenty of safe space to operate from. Now this is really weird. Okay, so finally they talk about Star Platinum's distance limitations, and this is a really weird way of putting it because it says when like it's meant chasing Kenshiro down wasn't a viable option. I watched a little bit like Fist of North Star. I can tell you for a fact, Kenshiro's not running away. He's not gonna run away like Jotaro would like. Oh, my final like strategy's gonna be running away. No. That's something Jotaro would do. Like if like all else fails, he just run away. Think of a plan, hit and run tactics. But they're implying that Kenshiro's the one who's gonna be doing that, which definitely is not true. Kenshiro is not running away from this fight. He will take these hits like it's nothing. I feel like. I feel like this should be replaced with Kenshiro's distance limitations meant chasing down Jotaro wasn't a viable option, giving Jotaro plenty of space to operate from until Jotaro would get tired. I feel like that's more accurate.
Star Platinum's greatest strength feats involves breaking and throwing a small section of a building.
Once again, not true, and also called it too. Another small building level feat. They're saying that this is his greatest feat ever. It's definitely not. But continuing.
In comparison, Kenshiro broke an entire building, let it fall on him, and acted like it wasn't even there.
Oh my god. This is literally just, how can I put it? This is literally just comparing, my building level. Yeah, you're small building level, well, I'm large building level, casually. It's like, they're just comparing building sizes, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of
also, while Jotaro may be skilled...
Alright, so Kenshiro has survived potentially fatal wounds more intense than what Star Platinum typically delivers. I don't know if this is true or not, of course, because once again, I don't know shit ton about Fist of North Star, right? But all I have to say is that if, keep in mind, this is equal stats hypothetical, if, let's say, Star Platinum put a hole through Kenshiro's heart, which is definitely a in-character thing for Jotaro to do, Bloodlusted, right? Which he did against Dio, then... would Kenshiro just survive that, like, no problem? Because of his manliness? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just saying that that's all I can really put out the table in defense for, like, Star Platinum.
In deducing his enemy's weaknesses and strategies in mid-fight, Kenshiro's skills, durability, and straightforward approach meant there really wasn't anything for him to pick apart here.
True. Jotaro does excel. Well, it's also a little bit of downplay, too, but in term, like, think about it like this, right? Of course, Kenshiro, he's very simplistic. He's just the guy who's just gonna run a fade with you. That's all it is. It's really just running a fade. Essentially, this fight is like if Jotaro's fighting and Anubis amped 50 million times, he doesn't need to amp anymore. He's got these weird ass techniques and shit. Like, that's what essentially Jotaro is fighting in this fight. It's very, very simple, straight to the point. Nothing to pick apart. But Jotaro does himself have strategies to win like fights, and he's very cunning himself. Just because, like, it's I understand JoJo is mainly like about picking like a situation apart, picking a stand apart, so where you just know their abilities so now you can finally counteract them to develop strategies. But in the end of the day, Kenshiro, he knows he's very simple. Like, okay, I'm just gonna use some strategies against him. It's not all over there just because the guy's very simple.
Kenshiro did have trouble with Jotaro's time stopping and Star Platinum's speed. However, with his awesome durability...
Okay, so multiple beings have taken advantage of time stops limits, and user Buck Eaton used the environment to trick Jotaro into getting hurt despite use of time stop. Now, people use this feat to downplay Jotaro, saying he lost to a rat, and of course, context is very important. That seems like to be like a lot of what JoJo downplayers do whenever they just, well, downplay the JoJo version, downplay certain feats, to just take a lot of context out of it. For example, the context of this fight was Jotaro was just trying to teach Josuke like how to use his stand like efficiently, because his stand's very strong and fast, just like Star Platinum, so that Josuke can protect the city when Jotaro is like not there. And that is why he went to Buck Eaton. He used time stop, and he was underestimating a rat. Keep in mind, it's a fucking rat, okay? And he was surprised that the rat was able to literally deduce time stop and track where Jotaro would go and literally calculate and ricochet its attacks into Jotaro after time stop. It's insane. It's insane. Oh man. And to top it all off, when Jotaro got hit, like, I mean, the thing, what was it, the stand user Buck Eaton, right? Its abilities were just like gnawing away at Jotaro, so he couldn't really move at all. So even when he time stopped again, it limited how far he could go in time stop, which made Buck Eaton tracking him down whenever he moved during time stop way easier. So that's another thing. He could, and plus, finally, he could have easily killed Buck Eaton himself once again because of the Josuke sit. He was trying to teach Josuke how to be the man of Mario.
Plus additional intangibility when using Muso Tensei, Kenshiro survived the time stops. And the time stops cooldowns between uses gave Kenshiro enough time to work around them.
The time stop has been worked around by foes in Jotaro's past before, and as far as speed was concerned, Kenshiro may not have been faster than Star, but a mix of Muso Tensei and Mirage clones were more than enough to get by. And let's be real, Jotaro never stood a chance against Kenshiro by himself.
In the end, both combatants had plenty of advantages, but Kenshiro's techniques and overwhelming power ended this fight.
JoJo didn't stand a chance.
The winner is Kenshiro.
Okay, that's all of that death battle right there. I think I've said everything I wanted to say, everything that needed to be said about this death battle. Obviously, hope a lot of things improve. I heard that they're getting subdued scaling for, I guess, JoJo as a whole in death battle. I think they're scaling them higher now, and maybe actually even, oh my god, faster and light. But but yeah, I think I've already said what I liked. I guess what I liked, what I didn't like. Now I'll just focus, I think, more on what they can improve on. I think I've already said what they can improve on, but I'll say it again. I like the animation, but I prefer them to show like the more in-character stuff, because that would be really nice, in all honesty. I love in-character stuff happening in nods. Let's see here. Other improvements that they could have made. Apply more context. They need more context when scaling these series. I swear there's so many things that I had to call out that was very out of context for Jotaro's portion. It's not even funny. Lots of out of context stuff. And I'm pretty sure if they did bring context to a lot of things they did bring up, it would make, like, I guess the Jotaro section way longer than they showed it to be. But yeah, context matters a lot for scaling these characters. And what else? Yep, context. Ooh, actually, not only just about the animation in terms of in-character, but I wish the animation was a little bit longer too. That's just me. That'd be a nice improvement if the animation was a little longer. I, of course, like the animation. You guys heard it from me. So, that's really about it of the Jotaro's this whole video in general. Now, if y'all liked the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also have a TikTok in the description. Gonna be memeing on it, man. And that's really about it. Also, finally, make sure once again check out that Dio versus Alucard death battle prediction that I collab with on Captain Force and Corner Keith's channel. Links are in the description. I even try to put them as cards if I can. I feel like YouTube will let me. I'm not really very experienced with cards, but yeah, that's really about it. I'll see y'all later.